Hello, hello, hello everyone. Here we go. Zayden here from Push Square. Thank you for joining us for this State of Play live stream. I don't really do an whole lot of live streams, but I do like to nip in for these State of Plays. The last one was in February. We've got another one tonight. So today's stream is going to be pretty chill. We're going to watch through, have a little bit of a conversation about the games that will be revealed, the games maybe we think they're going to show up, and yeah, go from there. Just have some fun. I always quite like these things. I enjoy a little night of celebration, and obviously it's not E3 this week with Summer Game Fest on Friday as well. But obviously, PlayStation channel here, State of Play. It's a big PlayStation thing. Now, couple of housekeeping things here. For one, if you're not familiar with the channel, my name is Aiden. This is Push Square. We are obviously, as I mentioned, a PlayStation-centric website covering all things PlayStation 5. And for this stream, since I'm a little rusty, you will need to let me know in the chat how things are sounding, specifically audio balance, especially once we get the stream online as well. So do let me know how things are going. Also, just say hi in the chat. Got a couple of people in here as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe from DevilDude666. That is very much true. That's a nice note there. But yeah, just let me know if things are sounding a little funny. Hopefully we'll be able to fumble my way through it. But yeah, we've got the actual State of Play dropping in. What, we've got about 12 minutes left at this point. Everything's sounding all good, Dark Matter. Thanks. Ballooned Raccoon, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm really excited for tonight. I was surprised that, for one, to just get like the 40-minute drop. And something I noticed, actually, I'll get it up here. We have the official announcement here on the PlayStation blog. And it states that State of Play returns June 4th. Watch live for news and updates on must-play games coming to PS5. The show highlights a selection of great games from creators across the globe. What I actually found quite interesting about this is that a lot of the time Sony specifies on certain things. We're going to be talking about indie games. We're going to be talking about PSVR 2 games. Sometimes they'll say don't expect too much first party stuff, or we will be covering first party stuff. So keeping it very vague and just, great games, that opens it up a little bit, obviously to the thing that we all do best as gamers. Miles Rogers, is this Aaron Bain of Push Square fame? I don't know about fame, but yes, it is Aaron Bain. But yeah, that thing that we all do so well, which is just get overly excited about what's actually going to be here. I'm certainly guilty of it sometimes. I done a predictions video earlier today outlining some of the things that I thought were possible and some of the more out there ones, just to have some fun as well. But yeah, this one's really interesting. Do let me know in the chat what you're expecting from this live stream. Do you think there'll be some big hitters? A little bit of rumblings, some people talking about whether Wolverine will show up tonight. Bloodborne 2 is trending on Twitter, as it always does when it comes to one of these things. But yeah, it's an interesting time. Earlier in my video today, I said that I thought we were going to see some Saros gameplay, because Housemarque did say that we were going to get gameplay this year, with the game coming out in 2026. I'm starting to doubt my own prediction that I made literally this morning. I think maybe it's a bit early, and maybe they could save that for a later date, since we just got the reveal at the last State of Play in February. So maybe that one will, if they done one around September, October, coming up in the holidays or whatever, maybe then we could get it. Hoping for some Resi news. That's one of the big ones. Hi, Dan Loki. Yeah, RE9 seems to be one people feel like a lock-in. I was getting a wee bit too into the release schedule of these games. We have trying to think back to the specifics of it. RE7 in 2017, RE2 remake in 2019, RE3 in 2020, RE8 in 2021, and then RE 4 remake in 2023. So outside of RE3, it's been a 2-year cadence, which if you were to believe that, you know, the 2-year release schedule, we would have had RE9 earlier, you know, already at this point. So I know that's not a lot to go in. These games sometimes can take a little longer to develop, but it did have me thinking that maybe if we did get it today, we would potentially get a shorter turnaround, you know, maybe with it coming out later this year. Probably more likely early 2026, but usually when these are revealed, there's not a big turnaround on them, so I would be really excited to see if that was actually the case. Let me switch on the screens here. Let's have a look at these. Wolverine, I mean, I'd love to see it. I do think we see it this year. Whether we see it tonight is another thing. Red Dead Redemption 2 on PS5. How this has not happened already, I do not know. I don't understand. I would love to get some Red Dead Redemption 2. There were some rumours quite recently about that as well, weren't there? Feel Mind's Eye will show up. Oh my god. Right, here we go. Sony sound has started, so this is when the audio stuff will come in. Right, let me get this screen sorted out for you guys. Let me know if that's too loud for you. There we go. I can turn this down a little bit for now. See how we're feeling about it. Right, Mind's Eye will show up. Really want to like it, but it looks pretty basic. I can't say there's been anything about Mind's Eye that is really, you know, lit my fires a bit. You know, hopefully we can have some form of review up in the channel whenever we get our hands on that game. I think I'll be the one reviewing it. Not 100%, just depends on timing and stuff, really. Expecting more of Intergalactic. I would love to see Intergalactic. That would be a great one to see for me, but I think it's a little too early, personally. I think it may be a wee bit early. I would love to be proven wrong. Be cool if they drop something to play today. I have seen a couple of people talking about whether, you know, shadow drops or something we should be looking forward to with Microsoft kind of donning this approach. It's hard to say because I feel like the shadow drop is something that works for some and not so much for others, so I don't know. The Last of Us Part 3, I'd literally love this review. I know I wouldn't be alone. Very conflicted on whether there should be a Part 3, just the same as I was of whether there should be a Part 2. Can't lie, I would be excited to play something like that from Naughty Dog. I think that's a long time away though. I don't think Neil Druckmann would leave that to someone else, and he's directing Intergalactic right now. So something tells me if there is a Last of Us Part 3, it is a bit away, and it may be something they start properly working on once Intergalactic's out there. Although, of course, he recently revealed that they are working on another game that he isn't directing. But who's to say exactly what that is? I kind of doubt it would be The Last of Us 3. I'd love to see some new IP. The gaming space is desperate for new games as much as I love some of the reimagined stuff. I think it's time for some new games to get our thumbs into. Yeah, I would love to just be... That's something like we can't really account for. Hard to predict. Will there just be some wild new IP, some brand new game from someone that we're just not expecting? I would love for that to be the case. I want more information on Insomniac Wolverine. Yeah, like I say, hopefully. Do you think any Last of Us news? Yeah, kind of touching on that a little bit more. I think The Last of Us is a little bit away. You know, with how long these games take to develop, I don't think they're quite able to align themselves with these other forms of media. You know, like if we saw it with Fallout. Like, how good would it have been if Fallout had a new game when the TV show came out? And it's just like they've not aligned it properly, and we're not going to see a game for who even knows how long. So I think it's going to be a similar situation with The Last of Us Part 3, and obviously Neil Druckmann has kind of blown hot and cold about, oh, maybe there's something more. He teased it in the Grounded documentary for Part 2, but then he also kind of went back and like, don't rely on it happening. So who's to say? Phantom Blade Zero, yeah, that's I mean, that's been a pretty reliable Sony state of play kind of game. Pragmata at last. Maybe we'll get another one of those little girl drawing on a piece of paper and it says, oh sorry, we're coming out in 2026 now, with like the scraped out previous dates. I think that would be quite funny. Maybe some more Microsoft games coming over. You know, I 100% expect there to be some new Microsoft games soon. But I don't know if it would I don't know if it would go quite as far as to advertise in a state of play. I'm not quite sure if it would go to that level. Chill Robot says hello, all love the channel. Thank you so much, and thanks for dropping by. God of War, big rumours about some kind of Metroidvania, potentially as well, something set in the Greek mythology once more. Or sorry, yeah. Silent Hill something, and another one where there was some talks about maybe some kind of the DLC. I've forgotten the name of it at this point, but I would love to see that because I really was blown away by Silent Hill 2, and that's someone that thought it looked rubbish through all of the marketing. Right, we're just a few minutes away from the show, so do let me know once everything gets started if you want me to turn up the show a little bit, if you want me to turn my audio down. I'm getting excited. I love these shows. You get that anticipation where you're never quite sure like how they're going to start. Are they going to go big? Is it going to be whatever? Maybe not an advertisement, just saying, hey, here's Halo now. Here's Halo now to play, download on. I mean, I'd love it. It would go, you know, it would be incredibly popular if something like that happened. I mean, I would play more Halo if it just was, you know, on PlayStation. It's just my friends haven't really been on Xbox historically. Will Silksong be here, do you think? Nah, that's more is correct me if I'm wrong, is Silksong more of a like a kind of Nintendo aligned property, and in which case maybe we'll get it more like Summer Game Fest, or it's not really a series I'm that familiar with. Is State of Play the big one, or is that the showcase? So I was talking to this with a friend earlier about what is the distinction between a State of Play and a showcase, and I don't like. I would have said showcase is the bigger one, State of Play is the smaller one, but I don't really know that like it's the easiest thing to judge it upon, because sometimes these State of Plays are really impressive and sometimes the showcases are quite underwhelming. So I don't really think that it's something to pin all your hopes on, or you know, set your expectations to a lower level, but it's kind of hard to say. My bet is a remaster will be announced and released after the show, but what game? If there's going to be another remaster, who's to say? Thank you so much, Capo Sims. I have a prediction: original God of War trilogy remaster. That would be cool. That would be cool. Probably quite controversially, I actually don't like the older style God of War games as much. Like, I think they're fun and I love the boss battles, but a lot of like the camera stuff really irritated me when I was playing those, and maybe that's something they could like streamline a little bit more with a remaster. And I know that's like, it's a different kind of game, it's a different style, but it just, I quite often found just the irritations that come with fixed camera angles sometimes, but I had some really epic fights in there. Maybe Helldivers 2 going to Xbox would be great to have a swell in the ranks. Yeah, it would be nice to see this one on Xbox, actually. It would be nice, I think, to have Sony give a little, you know, as much as they get from Xbox. Again, I think this would maybe be announced at an Xbox showcase rather than a State of Play. We're down to the final minute, folks. It's an indie game. It could appear anywhere. Yeah, right. So that's I'm assuming Silksong you're talking about. Witcher 4 tech demo is wild. Yeah, very wild, but also just a little weird. Not that tech demo was the implication that it wasn't actually the game, but to have that clarification come out where they're saying this isn't like outright, this isn't the Witcher 4, it's what we kind of hope the Witcher 4 could be and what the Witcher 4 could technically achieve. So you got to temper your expectations there. Please no more Randy in Borderlands 4. I'm with you there. I'm with you there. Sony always puts some Five Nights at Freddy's in these presentations. I think they'll do it again. Let's see if you're right, Flaming Sword. Right, this is us. The final 10 seconds. And just another reminder, things are too quiet, let me know in the chat. And I'll try and make it easier for you. Let's go. That text, man. Oh. I swear I've seen this. Getting big enhanced vibes. Just for the music and the visuals. Half-Life 3. Is this sounding fine to you guys? You want me to bump up the audio a little bit? Holy shit. Is this another Tetris effect? No. I've got no sound. I've turned this way up, so let me know if it's too loud now. Oh man. Now you should hopefully be able to hear it a bit better now. This is enhanced, isn't it? I played so much Tetris Effect. There we go. Thank you guys. I'll let me know. Lumines Arise. Fall 2025. That looks awesome. PSVR 2 as well. Enhance. Nice. Very excited for that one. I've sunk so much time into Tetris Effect.
I'm Tetsuya Mizuguchi. ディレクターの石原隆です。Lumines Arise のトレーラー楽しんでいただけたでしょうか。この秋、PlayStation 5、PSVR2 対応で発売予定です。Lumines Arise はバラエティ豊かな曲と美しいビジュアルが没入感を高め、
soundtrack already sounds incredible. This in PSVR 2 is gonna hit.
その世界はとても心地よく、プレイヤーを共感覚の世界へと導きます。まあよくある普通のパズルゲームってことだよね。テトリスエフェクトを一度遊んだことがある人はわかると思いますが、Lumines Arise はただのパズルゲームでは
Looks a little bit more complex than
夏にシングル
Tetris.
とマルチプレイの体験版を配信予定です。ぜひ皆さん手に取って遊んでみてください。
Nice demo layer this
Thank
summer.
you and enjoy the rest of State of Play.
That looks great. That's totally my kind of game.
The future. It isn't just a dream. It's a promise.
This is giving like some wacky old school PlayStation
One
vibes
we're
about it.
turning
I don't know,
into
like the start of this
reality.
showcase, this state of play.
With our third generation of Luna filament and advanced generative AI, we're reshaping the line between dreams and reality. We create life for our future.
I always love a wee bit of Tetris.
Delphi Corporation.
What is this? Did we know what that is?
Let's see about getting passed through to Earth.
And why are these things trying to kill us?
There you are.
Pragmata? There it is. Man, it's been a while since this one was announced.
I am DI03367. They are pragmatic.
Hang on a second. Don't you have a name or something?
My volume, as in my mic audio.
Get behind me!
I think I can help.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize us?
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through. What the?
Bypassing first and second firewalls. Hooking control protocols.
This looks so weird, this game. Release window?
D.I.
I said I am DI.
Okay. Look. How about we call you
Diana.
Diana?
Does sound familiar, but oh, it's the paper. 2026, it's real. A little disappointing that we're not getting it this year, but hopefully they actually stick to that one. I'd be interested to see more. I don't think that quite like scratched the itch for me to like be fully on board for it, but
Oh, hey, today is Saturday, which means curry time.
Awesome, I love curry.
Speaking of curry, apparently the current president is actually a humane. What does that mean? It's okay, I'll get it.
mostly coming in also.
Time.
Romeo!
This is making me feel really
Romeo,
funny.
Stay with
What
me.
the hell?
You're gonna die. Romeo, listen up. You're gonna die in about 15 seconds. Seriously? Seriously. Don't worry. I made this just in case. The dead gear life support system. Don't move, okay? You're already half dead. From now on, you're half dead man. No, wait, that's pretty lame. Dead man. From now on, you're dead man.
Okay. Into this balloon raccoon. Yeah, it looks wacky to be fair. Yeah, man, this is holding on to that thing like I was saying, like the weird and wacky days of PlayStation, the start of this. That's enough internet for me today. A lot of like visual styles going into this. 2026.
Romeo is a dead man. Coming 2026.
Yeah, that looked like it was, especially that bit at the
Grandpa's
beginning.
voice. Are you like a spirit? I'm on your back. What?
That's a wacky looking game.
What
What do we think of that one? Enter or not?
皆さんトレーラーどうでした？グラスホッパーの久々の新作、ロミオ・イザ・デッドマンです。
The little cinematics in the beginning made me feel a
こ
little
のゲ
dizzy.
ームはですね、
I
主人
didn't
公のロ
like
ミオ、
that so much.
ロミオ・スターゲーザーという名前なんですかっこいいでしょ。時空犯罪 FBI 捜査官として、凶悪なですね指名手配犯をさまざまな時空に飛んで、倒していく、そんな、ブラッディなアクションゲームとなっています。そして今回はですね、剣だけじゃありません、銃も使えます。ストロングスタイルのアクションゲームとして、チーム一丸となって頑張って作ってます。そしてなんで、タイトルがですね、
Why?
ロミオなのにデッドマン
Why is
それは
Romeo a dead man?
皆さんぜひ続行をお待ちください。
Weird. I trusted a
プレイ
51
ステー
with
ショ
my
ン
life.
30周年過ぎちゃいましたけどおめでとうございます。それでは引き続きステートオブプレイをお楽しみください。
Some very interesting games. Nothing I'm like. No, the Lumines game. I'm really excited for that one actually. This is Silent Hill F, is it?
どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。今は誰かと喋りたくて。私も後から行くね。うん。じゃあね。
This looked
裏切り者。
very dark. As you would expect, I suppose, from Silent Hill. Will we get this year? Do we know a release window for this one yet?
誰もいないの。足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんて。こんなの絶対に変。誰もいないし、気味の悪い怪物がうろつき回ってるし。
I like the setting. I think the setting's quite cool for this one. I love me some third-person survival horror stuff. Oh man. The like mannequin kind of joints in the hips. That's quite a cool design. Trusty old metal pipe. This feels like one of those games I just love to just play it. Like I'm intrigued enough. I don't really want to see too much of it. Ready for a game like this. Needs some good psychological horror, and Silent Hill is the goat at that. Yeah, I love a psychological horror. Evil Within. Evil Within 2 especially. Rise Up. No release window yet. Hopefully we'll get it here. Still got that floaty kind of look to the melee combat. Yeah, I'm in for this. I'm in for this. Release window? Release date? What are we going for? No, nothing. September 25th. There we go. Well, that's good. We've got something new on the calendar for this year. Wouldst thou like to live deliciously? Around 16th century. Damn.
The castle has been sighted again. The Church's orders are absolute. These human sacrifices must be stopped.
What we got now?
We will track the ethereal castle, break its gates, and exterminate the creatures that dwell within. The demon
What we're
lord
looking at
himself
here,
will
folks.
fall by our hand. This mission will test the limits of your courage. You will face horrors beyond your darkest imaginings. Beasts that defy reason.
Cool design.
Creatures born of pure darkness.
Guns, 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 please. Not getting enough of Doom, the Dark Ages recently. Lots of guns in that one. This doesn't really look quite like my sort of thing, but a lot of nice little details into it, sort of like highly detailed and somewhat cel shaded as well.
With me! Cross Reaper!
Tonight, we start
The,
our
the
mission.
cut from the good old days when cutscenes looked absolutely nothing like the rest of the game. Till death destroys. I didn't even get to read all that. Bloodstained, the Scarlet Engagement, 2026. 505.
So you've come, drones of the church, right into the palm of my hand.
There we have it. Well, that
The
Bandai.
visuals of Shinjuku that I'm seeing are a hellscape I can't quite put into words. You've somehow been sent back in time 8 years. But the situation here
Okay,
is
this
critical.
is like out of my wheelhouse, so you're gonna have to be like...
I'm counting on you, Agent.
Oh, Digimon Story. That was like one of the... It was on PS Plus recently, I'm pretty sure. One of them was, anyway.
Our ultimate mission is to uncover the causality between these anomalies.
Man, I don't know, like, I've never really been like a big kind of anime guy. I've tried out some stuff here or there.
right here.
I've had some fun in places, but
Exactly. Are you
generally
working?
just kind of
I
don't
remember you guys.
gravitate towards this kind of style of like storytelling and the gameplay and stuff.
We have been enemies for years now, but this is the first time the Titans have launched an attack on this scale.
We now believe most of the anomalies we've been dealing with stem from Digimon.
It seems the upcoming battle is truly unavoidable.
The world on this end is running out of time.
If the gate is opened with the digital world in such a state, the human world will most certainly be affected.
Do the Titans not care about the end of the digital world?
Stop it! That egg is.
Gotta love the mixture of it's the end of the world and just some like wacky ass jazz music. Oh, and there's some dramatic stuff.
It is just as a great one. Plutomon said.
They can't protect anyone. We must protect the world from them. For this purpose and this purpose alone were you born.
If that thing opens, then we'll be swarmed
Hellscape, I
by
can't quite fit into the words. Glasgow.
Everything's
Hey.
riding on you.
Hey,
We must
none of
fulfill
the
our mission.
Glasgow slander.
Agent,
Issue is every JRPG is over 100 hours. Yeah, I got really confused by that there because the date's the other way around. Yeah, I don't have the time for a lot of that, to be honest. Even some of the longer ones, I need to like really focus and funnel in if I want to make through it. Creative Studio 3, didn't they do Final Fantasy 16? Yeah.
Oh, Father.
Oh, there's like
abandon
different
not your
numbers,
wayward
Creative
children
Studios.
of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
Oh, that actually,
If you feel
that's
wrong,
really cool.
blame
It's like a
yourself
paper
or the
effect.
Why
I
do
don't
you
know if you
fight?
guys can
Why
quite see it,
walk
but
this path of subterfuge and conflict?
that's quite cool.
Must rule the weak. It is our duty.
Heavens fall upon
This is a PS Portal game for me if I was to ever play it.
has gone on long enough. It ends now.
Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice
Do
Chronicles.
you remember when your father showed us how to make a whistle of a blade of grass?
This was one of the rumored games, was it not? Classic and enhanced versions. I really liked that the kind of paper texture to the screen. Available the 30th of jeez, oh man, September is stacking up.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann, here to deliver news and release dates for games coming to PS5 later this year.
Oh hell yeah.
We hope you enjoyed that
No, you
first
just
look
revealed
at
that.
Final
You don't need
Fantasy
to
Tactics,
tell
the
us again
Ivalice
10
Chronicles.
seconds later.
The game will include 2 versions of the original PlayStation Classic. The enhanced version, which features improved graphics, fully voiced dialogue, refined gameplay, and much more, as well as the classic version, which brings a faithful recreation of the 1997 original to modern consoles.
I love when like a remake will have both versions. It's not even just if it's like a case
Final
of
Fantasy
switching back and
Tactics,
forth.
the Ivalice Chronicles, launches on PS5 and PS4 September 30th, and will be available for pre-order later today.
Fanda Bedozi,
This next
Final
game
Fantasy
is something
Tactics.
really special. When I first
Big up
played
for
it,
that one.
I laughed so hard I almost barfed. Let's
Oh.
check it out.
Laugh so
But
hard.
is there maybe just toilet?
Toilet?
It's
Yeah,
baby
I guess sorry, I
steps.
just need to pee.
We're finally getting a release date for Baby Steps.
Just go behind this bush. I'll wait.
I can run away.
Pea shy.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't want me watching.
You can watch.
In baby steps, all you have to do is
I will
carefully
play
place one foot in front of the other,
the
which is
11
easier
daylights
said
of this
than
game.
done. Main character Nate requires some pretty deliberate movement to make even the simplest progress. It's a captivating
reminded
open-world
me of,
experience filled with oddball characters.
What was that octopus game called? Like was it Doctor or like Dad? Octodad? That's the one.
Good.
Definitely check this one out when
September
it comes to
again!
PS5 on September 8th.
Please, for the love of God, space them out a little.
Hirogami is a unique action-adventure title from Bandai Namco Studios Singapore. In this journey to save your origami home, you'll transform into paper
character
shapes
looks
with
a bit like
distinct
you,
abilities.
No, I'm not even gonna lie. I reckon if I showed
Including
that
paper
trailer to my brother, he would
nimble
probably say the
frog,
same thing.
A hardy armadillo,
Brown, dark
and a
brown here,
colorful ape.
some specs. I usually wear glasses. Got my contacts in, so
Master the art of
September
building
again!
when Hirogami
What are they trying
arrives
to
on
do?
PS5 later this summer.
Oh my god. September is brutal.
Sid, why don't you tee this next one up?
Thanks, Sean. The Hot Shot series has been with PlayStation from the very beginning, and its latest installment, Everybody's Golf Hot Shots, boasts its largest character roster ever.
The editor for Push Square, Sammy, he'll be
courses
happy
from
about
10
this one.
different regions around the world, each with weather effects and new nighttime variants. Pre-orders begin later today.
September by any
Will
chance?
get Bandai Namco's iconic Pac-Man as an early unlockable character. Everybody's Golf
I
Hot
swear
Shots
to
drives
God,
onto
they
PS5
actually did.
September 5th.
What are they trying to do?
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is
Hey,
a
someone
challenging
mentioned
new
this
entry
earlier
in a
in
long-running
the comments. I
action
don't know if
franchise.
they're watching, but on the predictions video,
From
I
the
think it
makers
was,
of
they
the
said they
Blasphemous
wanted
series,
Ninja
Ragebound
Gaiden,
stars
Ragebound.
dual protagonists from rival clans, forced to combine their souls and skills against a demon uprising. And longtime
I thought that
fans
was the
will
one that
really
had
love
been
the
announced earlier.
pulse-pounding soundtrack featuring guest composers from the original series.
Ninja Gaiden, folks, is this something you're into? I like messing about with a wee game like this, but I do feel
Ninja
like there's a
Gaiden
lot of them.
Ragebound
Hey,
arrives July 31st on PS5 and PS4.
This
From the game
I
makers,
really want to play.
Cairn is a survival climbing experience
This
where you
looks
must carefully plan
fantastic.
your ascent up a deadly mountain.
The GTA, reckon this, September was to
Manage
avoid the
balance
initial
and
GTA
stamina
6
to discover
state.
secrets.
Who's to say?
Hey.
Who's to say?
Hey, wait for me!
Encounter other climbers.
I'm Marco. Nice to meet you.
And survive the harsh conditions of the climb.
Yeah. Yeah. This looks good. When's this one out? I want to know. Don't make it September. November.
You can give it a
Hey,
try
it's my
yourself
birthday.
With a demo that
November
arrives later
5th.
today.
Hey, and a demo available now. What a nice wee birthday gift.
That's all from us, but there's still a lot of State of Play to come.
Straight
This
up
next
worried about
reveal
what's going to
comes
happen
from the
in
game
October.
preservationist at Digital Eclipse. Nothing can prepare you for their next collection, arriving later this year.
We knew pretty early on that the game was fun to play. People were excited about it.
All
The
right.
most rewarding part of it is just seeing people react to it.
We knew that we were onto something.
Oh. Mortal
It
Kombat.
was such a shock to see this game. I was like, I can't believe this game exists.
That'd be cool. And, you know, I didn't start playing this series till
became
Mortal Kombat
something that
9, I
added
think
to
was
the
my first
mystique of
one.
Mortal Kombat brutality.
Such a unique kind of look to
We're
it, where it's
showing
like
you
kind
a
of
part of a
realistic,
world
almost like
that
is
is
it
much
pictures?
larger.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. That's cool.
There was no template to make the games. It's a bit of the Wild West.
I like is there some like behind the
Every
scenes stuff
part of
with
that game
these?
is an expression of who we were and what we wanted to do.
Because I like it when they do these collections, but there's like a little bit of like the making of and stuff. PS4 and 5. 2025. Mortal Kombat sucks and it always sucked. I like some of the newer ones. They have good fun, but they're pretty casual kind of games for me. I'm not playing them seriously. What? Oh, is this? Oh, it's like a gamepad. Damn. Probably gonna cost like 200 quid. That's awesome. How much is it though? I don't know if I missed the thing. So it's MGS.
That guy? No, he's close.
So I've controversially never played any of them other than 5, The Phantom Pain. I suppose ground zeros if you that doesn't really count the same.
Loading like this, it's a
So
revolution.
interested to see what this one's about. Maybe. Oh, the hype is about, but I have some friends that are a little unsure on how they feel about the remake, considering how like perfect the presumably perfect the original is.
See you in hell. I'll grind you into nothing. What the?
I like a wee stealthy game. The last time they showed these little guys, the like ape escape guys, and I said they were from Astro Bot because I meant like the model is the Astro Bot model they used in Astro Bot, and people were like, "Oh my god, he doesn't know. That's not from Astro Bot." Stick will be $179.99 or something like that. I think that's a pretty good guess. I'll see if I can get up some info on it while we're playing this.
Spirit stones. Shining stones imbued
Oh my God.
with humankind's never-ending dreams.
Quite Tecmo.
Since time immemorial, this power
Trying to
has
see if
been
the stick's up
the
yet.
impetus for human wars.
Team Ninja as well.
Such an ominous atmosphere, and one thick with the presence of a
So is this, sorry, I was looking up that stick there. Is this Ninja Gaiden 4? Or is this something else?
What makes a shogun?
Oh no, this isn't Ninja Gaiden 4.
Here is my answer.
Whoa. Oh, that's nice. Love me a good Vista.
How foolish of you to have entered the depths of hell.
Oh, Nioh. Nioh 3. Damn. Like, I have some friends that like love Nioh 1 and 2. Another rolling about
Who
the
might
ground
you be,
game.
warrior?
That's quite funny. 2 wee seconds, guys.
Tokugawa Takechiyo.
皆さんこんにちは、チーム忍者の安田です。戦国死にゲーシリーズの最新作ニオー3をついに発表させていただきました。
My wife delivered me some,
今作のアクションは
some tea,
シリーズおなじみのサムライスタイルに加え、新たに忍者スタイルを追加、より多彩な戦闘を楽しめます。ステージもオープンフィールドとなり、探索や攻略の自由度や没入感が大幅にアップしています。
These are fun, but like I don't really.
PlayStation 5で体験版も配信いたしますの
These
で、
are more
ぜひ
Soulsy
プレイ
than
し
they
て
are
ご意見
Ninja
をいただ
Gaiden,
けれ
like,
ば
but
と思いま
aren't
す。
they?
2026年の発売に向け、続報にもぜひご期待ください。
2026, Nioh 3. I got a friend that'll be very happy about that. PSVR 2? I'll take what I can get.
The city really is.
I'll take what I can
For
get.
Me, it's all I've ever known. My whole world.
Vertical. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
I was raised in this
These
city
guys
shadow,
are top of the craft when it
free
comes to
take
VR.
Whatever I need to survive.
Metro Awakening, Arizona Sunshine, really fun and like solid mechanical games for VR. Very immersive, especially Metro. This looks... Is this like Thief or something?
This city hides many lost and legendary
Eidos.
treasures. Locked away, waiting to be found. Waiting to be taken.
Arrow puts out a whole fire,
Some
apparently.
treasures come with more trouble than others.
I can't believe we're getting, like, I really did not expect to. Thief? Hey. 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 Sorry, I just missed that release date. What did that say there? Oh man, I'm really excited for that.
Tidewalker, are you there yet? Cleo has uncovered a formula for a cure.
Oh, what is this?
She's
This
keeping
looks
it safe
awesome.
in her tower.
Hey, you got some hosing?
Marketland seems a bit tense today. I heard something happen with another Tidewalker. Damn it. It's gone. Someone beat us to it.
Oh, online. Multiplayer story.
Ever since the Great Flood, Elend,
Just
my
2025.
dear planet, has been dying. Plastemia has taken
Probably
everything from
end
us.
of the year, I'd imagine.
But you Tidewalkers are all
It's
connected.
like November or something when Metro came out.
And it's up to you now to use that power.
Well, this like can't be gameplay. This doesn't have that. It has that kind of CG look to it. So
Tidewalkers, will you help us?
okay. This is no. It actually has a kind of look to it, but no, it's not Judas yet. Tides of Tomorrow coming 24th of February. Sorry, I'm just getting so used to the games coming out in September. I don't believe that didn't really look like gameplay
Hi,
to me. So
I'm Nicholas Ducey.
Ah,
the game
hell
director
yeah,
of
my man,
Astro Bot.
Nicholas.
It's a pleasure to be back today to share more news with you. What the last few months it has been in the world
What
of
about
Astro.
co-op?
Astro
Co-op,
Bot
I'd
launched
love some
last
co-op in this
September
game.
to such encouraging feedback, even receiving a few others we are truly grateful for. In October, we added 5 speedrun levels, followed by a Christmas special packed with festive surprises.
That first
and then
speedrun
earlier
level
this
really
year, the
destroyed
Vicious
me.
Void Galaxy made
Spent
its
like 4 or 5
appearance,
hours on it.
adding yet more new challenging levels, all of which came at no additional cost. And today, I am pleased to announce that later this month, you will be able to enjoy 5 brand new challenge levels in Astro Bot, bringing the total to a whopping 90 planets. And new special bots will be there too,
Hey,
including
that's
Atsu
it.
from Ghost of Yotei, alongside other fans' favorites, but these ones are a surprise. And
It did
finally,
have a look
the
at
Astro Bot DualSense wireless controller will return later this year, with a slight twist. So be on the lookout for more news coming
Hey, the
soon.
eyes are different.
From all of us at Team Asobi, thank you all for the amazing reception you gave our game, and enjoy the rest of the show.
I would have liked to have seen more. I would have liked to have had a bit of co-op, potentially. I think that would be really fun in Astro Bot. Sea of Remnants.
My old man always said to me, he told me to get a ship.
Treasure Island looking ass.
He also clear. No old man just got a ship. Memories go, memories stay. We're chasing the sound of the waves. It always sways, it always strays. Standing on the beach all day. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That was how they felt the need to put in the lyrics to the song. Alright. Not really sure what to think of this. Tides of Tomorrow look like an RPG. Yeah. Just don't wonder how dense it is. I'm not sure how the whole multiplayer thing kind of works into it. Like, how does that game look day one if you're relying on other people having played it? And how much is that tied to it, I suppose? This is such a before we get the final game. Who knows? Maybe it could be fun. Horizon 3, like as in for the last game, I think it's a bit early for Horizon 3 personally. I can't get rid on that one. 2026, very, cool, mate. Need to see more of that. But make the lyrics even bigger. Oh, this is the hoverboard kind of sword game from the Journey folk. Never played Journey actually. I hear it's quite a short game. I should really get to it. Come on, give us a banger. This looks like, visually interesting. Apparently the same guy that done the score of Journey. Actually saw them play a little bit of the Journey soundtrack live at one of the PlayStation concert a month or so ago. Oh, nice. '26 is the new 2025. This looks really cool. So we're coming up on the 40-minute mark of the 40+ minutes, August 19th. Bet they were fighting for that September release date.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani. That was a new look at Sword of the Sea, a visually striking adventure from the team behind Abzu and The Pathless. We're excited to announce that Sword of the Sea will launch this summer into the PlayStation Plus game catalog.
That's cool.
On June
FBC
17th, Remedy brings otherworldly action to game catalog with FBC Firebreak.
Man, not sure how I feel about this. I'm excited. I like Remedy. I like co-op games. It's just not what you expect from Remedy.
And contain the reality warping chaos found within the
mates will play this one, hopefully.
Fun in short bursts or deep
fun.
dives, FBC Firebreak launches day one into game catalog on June 17th. The PlayStation Plus Classics catalog welcomes several new titles this summer.
I hope so, man, because it's been pretty terrible as of late.
Sim Deus Ex arrives June 17th.
Nice. Twisted Metal
in July,
3 and 4.
Twisted Metal 3 and Twisted Metal 4 join the service just in time for the second season premiere of Twisted Metal,
Watch
which
that
arrives
Twisted
July
Metal
31st in
show.
select countries, including Peacock in the US.
Surprised it got a second season. I thought it
Additionally,
wasn't
two
meant
of
to be that
Capcom's
good.
most beloved games from the original PlayStation are set to join the Classics lineup.
Absolutely really
Resident
cool.
Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 will arrive later this summer in the Classics catalog. Additionally, Myst and Riven will arrive later this month as part of the Days of Play celebration, running now through June 11th. Days of Play is a 2-week event that includes bonus PlayStation Plus content drops, great deals on software and hardware, and more. Visit PlayStation Blog and PlayStation.com for full details.
Okay.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain.
What do we have here?
He was 11 years old.
No way.
Started a grand
No
tour
way.
of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top
Walking
of his
Dead
class.
Always at odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise
Project
his
007, I
instinct.
cannot
All in
believe we're
need
getting
of
this
early
year.
retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined.
Are they going to show the guy's face?
He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Do I know this guy? I didn't recognize him initially. He almost looked like the Kingdom Come Deliverance guy. Oh.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Oh, yes, man. This looks so good.
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
Oh, I was going to say I'm not expecting gameplay, but there we go.
Is a master manipulator. Whatever the end game is, you won't see it coming.
Yeah. I hope the gunplay and stuff is better.
Jet lag gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom.
Oh, gadgets, man. It looks a little rough when it cuts to the gameplay stuff.
Tell me, what do you do, James?
Lately, headhunting.
Yeah, makers of Hitman done this one. I'm so hyped for this. I'm very surprised. I thought this would be Summer Game Fest. Oh, it's like going hardcore, like
teachable moment.
2026. Yeah, we knew that actually. Whoa, man, I really didn't expect to see that. Is that going to be the last one then? Gameplay reveal this summer.
Hello, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of Iron Interactive. The team is thrilled to announce 007 First Light. You'll experience James Bond as a young air crewman in the Royal Navy. Before the tuxedo and the martinis, as he first steps into the world of espionage, striving to earn his 00 status. Everyone at Iron Interactive has poured their passion and dedication into crafting an experience that honors the legacy of Bond.
Yeah, David, that
harnessing
looks
our 25
great.
years of agent expertise. This is just the beginning of our journey with 007, and we can't wait to share more with you soon.
Man, it just feels like the perfect fit for the IP. Like the exact right. I mean, really, just you take Hitman and give it the the James Bond tweaks. Oh ho ho! There's some Ghost of the Yote. Give me some gameplay. The skin, like the texture on the skin on this game, look incredible. I want to see what the dogs or the wolf's about. Like, is it commandable? Presumably.
You're still with me?
Big wolf boy. I wish there were some games coming out in 2025. A game coming out, a game to look forward to is a game to look forward to, regardless of when, I suppose. Although it would be, I found that we were quite busy this year. Okay. Ah, you are joking me. What? Oh. Okay, what do we have here?
君のことは親友だと思っているが、やるしかないようだな。ビブラニウムのシールドだけでは私のアーマーには勝てないぞ。
Is this like a Marvel rival? No. Oh! Damn. I like these like superhero kind of beat 'em ups. Yeah, they definitely did tease us there. Death Stranding 2 comes out June 26th, I believe. Yeah, that's the date. This looks cool, although I feel like we've seen a lot of these like famous character playing, you know, in a side-by-side kind of fighter game plenty of times. Although I suppose if someone was to make it work, it'd be Marvel. I mean, you've just got like a built-in amazing roster when you do a game like this. What is tag team battles? Oh damn, that looks cool. It's gotta be Marvel versus Capcom. How about Ghost Rider action? Fighting Souls. Damn. That looks fun, man. That looks 2026. Another one. Oh. It's what the hell was that all about? Are we behind the scenes thing?
プレイステーションの友人から急になんか飲みに行こうぜっていう連絡が来て、なんのこっちゃと思って、予定合わせて行ったんですけど、ちょっと飲んでる中で実はアクの方でマーベルの格闘ゲームを作ってみないかというような提案をいただきまして。
Man, what's the end of this gonna be, man?
いや本当に聞いた時はびっくりしましたね。世界的に本当に有名な IP ですし、光栄だなと思いつつも、まず本当にうちの会社で大丈夫かなという不安もあり。
I think this could be pretty big, potentially.
The inspiration for working on this project really came from a place of pure fandom and wanting to say,
I like
why
the tweets
isn't
to the designs
PlayStation
and
in
stuff.
this space?
So PlayStation approached us with this vision to bring Marvel back to the forefront of the tag fighting genre. And that got us really excited because we had worked with them before on successful stuff like the Marvel Spider-Man franchise with Insomniac.
When it came to approaching Marvel,
so what do we
have
think
to
of
kind
this
first
Marvel
float
game?
The idea
it's
and
Marvel
let them know,
fighting
hey,
game.
you know, we're thinking about approaching a company like Arc System Works to make a fighting game. We'd love to partner with you to do this really great collaboration. Would you be interested?
Surprising to get such a big amount of time in this.
That really perked up our ears. It's always refreshing to work with a team that will take on the challenge of tackling Marvel, putting their own spin on it, and they're just uppercutting that challenge into the stratosphere.
The
and that's what you get with this team.
Really,
I mean, they
really
couldn't make
nice.
something boring if they tried.
社長からも本当に作れるんだったらぜひやりたいねっていうことを言われました。話を受けてしまった以上これは私がプロデューサーなのかなっていうところで。
Flaming Sword. I'm incredibly disappointed that they axed the Capcom from Marvel vs. Capcom.
Sacred genre for Marvel. The tough part is finding a partner that's crazy enough to take on the task, because you either do something like this big and bold, or you don't do it at all.
I feel like I have a good grasp on their art style and how they would approach certain IPs.
Marvel vs.
You come in with your kind of own expectations of here's what I would expect to see from Arc System Works when they take on Marvel IP. And what came up was
See, there's like a lot of fun ones that we've seen in the past, you know, like, what was it, like the Nickelodeon one and stuff, like, those seem, I know that was more like a Smash Bros.
一番最初にマーベルさんに
alternate,
提出した時は、なんとなくマイケルさんの反応は
I do think, like,
あんまり芳しくなかった
Marvel's got a bit more of
印
that
象があっ
universal
て
appeal.
まあ何がまずいのかなっていろいろこうやっぱり直接話していくうちにもっとアークのやりたいマーベルを見せてくれというような話をいただいたことがあって。
I remember personally the first time I saw Iron Man was really when I felt we had something special.
なので今回のアイアンマンのデザインを皆さんご覧いただければ分かると思うんですけども、かなりこう日本らしいアークシステムワークスらしいデザインっていうのが、出ているかなと思うので、マーベルの皆さんの反応がすこぶる良くて、あ、これなんだみたいないう感じで。
Iron Man is supposed to be the sleek fighter jet. Think luxury.
Man, this is getting a lot of time. That's getting a lot of
and
time.
The fact that they added anime mech elements to him just felt really naturally at home.
One of the mantras that we have for this project is from Japan to the world, and really trying to take not just the IP but gameplay mechanics and say, what can we really take from Japan, the creators that are doing awesome work here, and bring that to the global platform.
まあ特別なところいっぱいあるんですけど、まあ本当にやっぱり強調すべきは、まあ格闘ゲームのチームバトルの中では4対4というのがまず本当に意欲的で挑戦的なところだというところと、
when Ark looks at these Marvel
I'd like to know more
characters,
about
it's not
that,
simply
like,
just the visuals, it's also the
how does
gameplay
that
mechanics and adding in that what is that pop, what is going to be something that's different. Up until now, you've seen tag fighters that have
they made an arcade
2v2,
stick.
3v3. I
Yeah,
feel like we just had
the
to
Marvel
go
game
4v4.
and the other one,
and in doing so, we
and,
found a lot of
probably
unique and fun
£200
ways to change up the
sticks.
gameplay that I think players are going to be very excited to see.
今回4対4というまあ革新的なところにチャレン
It's
ジしてい
given
る
like
中で
final
4キャ
game
ラクター練
energy
習
just
し
for
ない
how
と
much time
勝
I've
てないん
got
じゃ
with
ない
it, but
安心して
I
ください。
assume we
Learning 4
will
characters
get
is extremely
something
daunting,
else.
but the team at Arc System Works has found a way to design a system.
Probably one
that
more thing. I
adapts
mean,
to
we're
your
at
playstyle.
53
So you can either
minutes
duke it
now.
out as just the leader and 3 assists, or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the matchup on the fly.
I don't think a lot of people thought this day would be here, would come. You know, this has just been an awesome journey, and I'm excited that we get to be able to share it with all the
I
fans
do find
out
it
there.
funny the idea
I'll
of
tell
them
you
thinking
right now,
like,
a lot
man,
of fighting games, they never get to experience this level of
you've been
production,
waiting for us. You
and
didn't even know
it's
you
just
wanted
a
this, you
dream
know?
to even be working with these two great partners.
それは決してビジネスという枠組みではなくて、まあ、それぞれの強い思いの中でこのタイトルを成功させよう、いいゲームにしてファンに届けようと。
The 3 companies have come together to do this,
The new
and
My Name is
I think
Mayo.
we really are going to make something magical
Spamming
here.
that game with the
このタイトル
buttons.
ですね、まだまだ開
Get
発
that
途中であり
platinum
ますが、
immediately.
続々とキャラクター
Record
も発表
time.
していきたいと思いますし、キャラクター以外のコンテンツというところも今後いろいろ出ていくと思います。今しばらく楽しみにお待ちいただけれ
Daniel,
ば
I
なと思い
can't,
ます。
I can't do
Stay
them either.
tuned.
I just hope for the best. My brother plays these games like he finds one move that he can spam and he'll just that do it and he like can't move and it drives me insane. We used to play Injustice together. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. A lot of time dedicated to that. It looks fun.
You're still with me?
Oh. This is the roundup, man. I said it was giving some final energy, final entry energy to it.
Was truly unavoidable.
One of those showcases, man, where it's like there's a lot of like interesting stuff that I will play, but is there like the thing, you know, the thing you've been waiting for? I mean, actually, I'll say Bond was like a real nice surprise. I can't say there's been anything though that I'm like, whoa, I can't believe this is here, and I'm so glad I got, you know. Really excited for more Bond. Yep. Yep. So, Lumines. This is literally the longest the game has got coverage on the independent state of play. Hope it's not another Concord. Nah, I kinda don't. I don't think so. So there we have it. There we go. There we go. So that was the state of play. Pretty hefty showcase in terms of you know, we got a lot of different games there, and like I'm saying, a lot of them looked really cool, but did it have like the big thing that we were hoping for? Not so much. I would have liked. Like, I'm excited for First Light. I'm really like, I really am excited. I don't want to downplay that, like, oh, that was a rubbish game to show there. I think that looks really cool and it was a really nice surprise. But you know, you expect the Sony stuff, and the fact that like the big Sony game that we got to look at was like, come back next month. You know, that was a little disappointing. So let me know what you're thinking though. We can have a wee bit of a conversation if you guys are up for it, just for like 5-10 minutes or so. See what you're thinking. Everything on that slate is 2026. A lot of 2026 things. But a couple of things here or there. Coming in 2025. A lot of September. There was a lot of September games. I mean, September is stacked at this point. Our brother Craig in the comments, game friend, biggest of Banes be Baning. Sure. But yeah, I think highlights for me, Lumines. I thought that looked really cool. Big fan of Tetris Effect. Really excited to try this new game out. It looks quite cool, the new like system. Really, really impressed. Well, not so much impressed. It was kind of like exactly what I thought First Light would be, where it's just like Hitman, but with the James Bond IP, and I think that's perfect. You know, the gadgets and stuff. It's cool to see that, you know, like laser wristwatches and all that. That's really, really cool. Silent Hill F. From Silent Hill F and Pragmata were my faves from Daniel189. Yeah, Silent Hill F looks really interested. I'm on board at this point. I don't really want to see too much more. I think the melee looked a little floaty like it did for Silent Hill 2, but totally on board for that one. Pragmata, I need to see, on the flip side of that, I need to see more of that one. It looks cool. It looks cool, and I'm like all up for like some big budget sci-fi thing. But yeah, I need to see a bit more. Absolutely insane. They spent so much time in Marvel as the closer. That, like, as it was going on, I'm like, this feels like it's like the last thing. Be a little bit mad if it was. Yeah, like I think that looked cool. I don't know if like the whole behind the scenes thing was like state of play material. I would have personally enjoyed watching that like in my own time. I don't think this like hallowed time on Sony's, you know, watch. The thing is, they'll do the state of play and then randomly announce bigger games. I just don't understand. That's from Hype Up Tech. Yeah, Sony's messaging with these things as of late has been really, really weird. Like, you know, like a couple of years ago, they had stuff where they would like show Spider-Man 2 a little bit at, you know, their own thing, and then the date reveal would be at the Game Awards or Summer Game Fest or whatever it was. You know, and they'll just like randomly drop stuff sometimes. Like they'll announce things and it's just like a tweet, you know, and that's all they do. So it is really confusing the way that they handle these things, and I think that's shown by the way that like when we watch a state of play, we're like, what do we expect with this? Is this going to be some crazy thing with like all the I mean, we're all chasing the high of like the late gen PS4 era where it's just like bang bang bang, you know, with like all of their showcases. I was hoping to see like a bit more of like the bigger stuff, because we've had a long time of like not knowing. Like, we know people are making things, and we know some, like, we've had things announced, and it's just, it would be nice to see some of the bigger stuff. Sorry, let me have a look at these comments here. Looks like some cool stuff, to be fair, from Game Friends. Yeah, like I'm saying, I will play most of these games. I think they look really cool. Pragmata was AFK for years, super keen to get more of that. Yeah, like that was the one. I mean, it was on the verge of becoming a meme at this point, with a little letter saying like, not 2025, scratch that out, 2026. Looks like a sci-fi sad dad game. It's a winner for Sony in the past, so who knows? Out of 5, how many Biggie Banes would you award the state of play? I would probably give it 3 Biggie Banes. Enjoyable, solid roundup lineup. But it didn't have the thing. I think especially having the bait and switch of Ghost of Yote was a bit of a disappointment. 5 out of 10 state of play for Justin. People want to see games, not background stuff that gamers don't care about, especially in a state of play when time is tight. Yeah, like I said, I would have liked to have seen that in my own time. I am interested in that stuff. I like the whole story of like PlayStation came to these people and were like, make a cool anime-esque Marvel game. That's like, I like to hear stories like that. But on this, when it's like every second, you know, people are like 40 minutes, what are they packing in there? 3 Biggie Banes, stand that. The new rating scale. But yeah, no, it's an interesting one. Very, very, very keen to see more of First Light though. I think the gameplay looked a little bit like rough, like graphic, like actual jagged edges kind of stuff. It didn't look properly polished, like all of the kind of cutscene stuff did. So I'm very keen to see how that develops and like how they evolve like the gunplay, because the gunplay wasn't super strong in Hitman because it wasn't the point. And although I get the impression that we're going again for something a bit more like obviously stealthy in a lot of places, James Bond, or the Bond, you know, series is an action series as well. So you've got to have that like balance between like stealthy stuff. I'm sure they got that locked down. Well, they have the action stuff locked down as well. What did you think of Tides of Tomorrow? The gameplay looks cool. See, I wasn't convinced that was gameplay. It had that funny kind of look to it where everything was a little over animated and like I didn't believe that was necessarily like raw gameplay. I am intrigued by like the whole concept. Like someone said before, it's got like an RPG vibe to it, but it's also doing this kind of multiplayer thing where like you're following on the footsteps of other people, like they're stealing stuff before you get it and all of that. It's interesting. I'd like to know more about it. I wasn't like sold by that. I don't think that was like a true representation of the game necessarily. Amazon better not mess up Bond. We'll see. It's a surprising development for sure when they got a hold of Bond. I'm ready for something new with Bond in general, just because obviously we had a pretty nice bow tie on No Time to Die. But yeah, it's gonna be weird. Things like Lord of the Rings or Rings of Power, sorry, doesn't really give you that much hope. Thanks Daniel for checking, for sticking by for this live stream. I had a lot of fun. And thank you to everyone else as well. Like it's I don't really do these an awful lot. It's like once in a blue moon. It's been 3 months since I last done a state of play. Streaming isn't something that I really have like the time dedication for to do like regularly, but when these big kind of PlayStation specific events are happening, I'm excited to like get in and watch them and kind of have a conversation with people. Craig saying Sword of the Sea looked wonderful too. Yeah, that looks amazing. That looked really, really nice, and it's got me thinking I should be going back to play Journey and what was the other one? Was it the Pathless or Abzu? I'm not 100%. It's going out of my mind now. Worst way to end it, says Cassie Wingate. Funny way to end it, I'd say. I think like Bond would have even been a better like Marvel, then go for Bond. I think that was cool. Is Bond what we expect? Would that have been like the show ender that would have made people happy? Probably not. They'd be complaining the same, but I do think it would have been a bit more like made a bit more sense. More Biggie Bane streams. Yeah, if possible. Abzu was the diving one. Suda 51 game was my favourite tonight. Yeah, that was the like Dead Man one. Very interesting looking game. I had that weird like cinematic at the beginning. It genuinely made me feel a bit dizzy. It was like kind of fuzzy and lower frame rate, but it was moving about like this wide field of view. That was that was making me feel a bit funny. But I had a good time. Hopefully though, we've got some more things to look forward to, obviously, with the Summer Game Fest on Friday. There'll be no stream for that one, sadly. I'm locked in for a session on Arma Reforger with my brother. So I will not be streaming on that one, but interested to see what we're going to get now that, you know, we've had some of these things. Because it was weird, like, predicting what's going to come out for Summer Game Fest, and then State of Play comes along, and that sort of, like, changes how you feel about certain things. Big surprise tonight, obviously. Everyone just kept... It seemed like almost a lock-in that RE9 would happen, and it did not. So when will we see that? Will we see it during this like non-E3 stint, or is that something that's going to come later down the line? Obviously, traditionally, these are revealed like later in the year, and then they come out early the following year. So maybe it'll stick to that. Yeah, Xbox Showcase as well is going to have a bunch. Gears Reloaded beta drops. Damn, yeah, that I'm very much keen to see that, especially with the multiplayer. I felt like that was something I missed out on never really played much of the Gears multiplayer. But yes, I am going to end the stream there. I want to thank everyone for coming by. A lot of fun. And, you know, the usual malarkey. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're in the market for more PlayStation video content. I really hope you enjoyed watching alongside me. I hope everything went well technically, you know, because I'm a bit rusty when it comes to this stuff. But yeah, I'm going to head off. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. And until next time, I've been Aaron, and this has been Push Square. See you guys later.